everybody, and welcome back to Broken Sword. Now you can probably see we're playing Tekken a bit there. It's not what we're trying to do. We need to go to Broken Sword. Now, are we talking about Royal? You know, I'm actually only ever giving out the pill tip gift these days, guys. You know, when you get to my age, it's the only thing you can really give. All right. Yo, hashtag MaxiBoo. That's crazy. I love that. Whoa. Yo, sick. My VOD listeners have no idea what's popping off right now. VOD listeners, check out the link in the description to watch us on YouNow. Alright guys, let's go. Load. Remix. Damn shit. This is just reminding me. This reminds me of like... Yo, guys, there are some likes popping off tonight. Thank you very much. Everybody, hashtag everybody. I had dinner with Eric Roberts. I had fucking dinner with Eric Roberts. Top that shit, bro. Yeah, bro. No shit. It was amazing. So he walked up to me and he shook me by the hand and he goes, "What's your name?" And I said, "My name's Floyd." And he goes, "Hey man, my name's Eric." And it was just amazing because he spoke to me not realizing he's famous. Like, I think there's something so humbling about that. Everybody, hashtag MaxiBoo, nanny calls. Like, get it popping, guys. Tonight is popping off. Oh my god, this guy... Look, it's Ray Romano's dad.
Hi there.
Hello, sir. My name is Chico Corella, and I run this shop for Mama Martino's Salami Factory. We got a wide range of salamis for your delectation. We got salami Milano, salami di Foligno, salami Ungherese, salami Bresaola. Yeah, we got so much salami, we got salami coming out our ears. Little joke there. Maybe sir is looking for something extra special. How about a 28-year-old vintage salami? Made the way Mama used to make it, huh?
Thanks, but no. Spicy foods don't agree with me.
You mean you don't eat salami?
No.
Not ever?
Not really. I better get on it.
Like, never?
Just kidding. I'm crazy about salami. I die for salami. I love salami.
Yeah, and I love
Does
you
it say
too.
90?
You're a funny
Does
guy.
it say $99 a pound?
Don't I know you? You on TV?
Oh, I've just got one of those faces.
I never forget a face, you know. Yeah, it'll come to me. Funny guy.
Look at him. Look at him. Chico's his name.
So how long have you been working here?
As long as I can remember. This place has been in the family for a long time.
Oh, so your relatives own it?
No. The family. The family.
Oh, I see. Of course, the family. This guy's crazy. What's he talking about?
So about the family, bro. He's in the mafia and he's really bad about keeping it a secret.
So why are you working here in the salami shop?
Well, first and foremost, I love salami. And second most, if I wasn't here, how could I demonstrate my love of salami to so many people?
Now, there's a sentiment you normally hear more often after dark down by the docks.
Yo. Guys, thank you so much. You got us trending.
You look like a guy who's lived a little. Why not take a holiday? See the world. Retire.
Mister, you don't retire from Mama Martino's. Mama Martino's retires you.
You have a very wide selection of salamis.
That's because Mama Martino, she make a lot of different salami. This one here is made out of boar.
Was the boar wild?
Well, he wasn't too keen on the idea.
It's an old gag, but always a good one, huh?
That's about to get a whole lot darker.
What makes a Martino salami so special, then?
The finest and the freshest ingredients. And, of course, the secret recipe.
So, what salami would you recommend for me?
I knew it the minute you walked in the door, sir. The Martino Vintage. The Ne Plus Ultra of the salami world.
Nice Latin.
You know what's
I'm
annoying about
impressed.
salamis
You
in
see,
New Zealand?
the Martino
Is
Vintage
so many of them are
utilizes
filled
only
with
the
shit that shouldn't
tenderest
be in the
meat,
salami or in
hung
food.
and bled for 3 whole days whilst being constantly beaten.
Oh, really? What do you beat it with?
Baseball bats. Anyway, when the meat's ready, the boss himself grinds it up. From one batch, we can make 50 salamis. Each one goes to a different
There's
store.
no way you can turn one
One-off
human
special.
into 50 salamis.
This is my only 28-year vintage, and it's going cheap.
Wow. To think that salami's been around for 28 years.
Ha! Are you crazy? 28's the age of the meat when it goes into the salami.
Oh, I see. Do you like golf?
Nah, I could never handle the clubs. Every swing, smack, right into the ground. Nothing beats a baseball bat.
Really? Well, it's never too late to learn. Let me present the Stobart patented extendable golf club.
Oh, extendable. It could be useful. Of course, if you're talking portable, it's gotta be the knife every
It's
time.
gotta be the knife.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. My mistake. That's a nice club. Very nice.
Very nice. All right, Frank. Romano.
Chico's guarding his precious salamis like they were made of gold. He looks twitchy, restless. How many times have I seen this at the bail bond company?
That's why I like there's a company in New Zealand that does chorizo, and all it is meat and spice. It's like, bro, why can't more people just do meat and spice? But more people can't do chorizo. Oh, do you know what? We are so changing that. Hang on a second, guys. I am changing my controls right now. Control eases. Run is the right fucking control. There we go. Done. Save. So how's everybody's day going? How's it cracking, chat?
Locked. Very wise. You never know who's after your salami these days.
It's not like Broken Sword 3. Every door you walked up to, why could you interact with it if George wasn't going to do anything?
It's the back door to the trade shop. That's not quite right. Those garbage cans look filthy. Although the flies hanging around don't seem to think so. Without a full protective suit, I won't be touching those cans.
Come on, George. You touch some crazy shit when you're on Blood E, my bro. Martinos. Yo, Cecil should be in Broken Sword 6. Ha 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 ha. Stinky diver. The flesh. Super strong and super naked.
The shutter isn't opening. It must be locked.
Hey, buddy. Where'd you think you're going?
I was just gonna check the temperature in the truck.
Where's your apron?
I forgot it. Don't worry, I'll get another inside.
Oh, no, you won't. No apron, no
Thanks, my
apron.
baby.
Well, that sounds a little unreasonable.
Them's the rules. No getting in without an apron.
Now he's one
Everybody
scary
hashtag
looking
Vicky Vicky,
guard.
guys.
He doesn't look much like a salami maker. Hi there, I'm George.
What do I care? You ain't nothing to me.
Charming.
Yeah, well, I ain't here for the small talk. What do you want?
And here for the small talk, 3 options.
So where is the famous Mama Martino? When do I get to meet her?
Are you crazy? Mama's been gone these past 50 years. God rest her soul.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't realize. So, who runs this place now?
The boss, Fingers Martino.
Fingers?
Didn't they tell you in the interview?
Well, I was just too excited at the time.
That explains a lot.
Thanks, my baby.
You know Chico in the trade shop? What's he like?
Time we let the old goat go, his memory's shot to pieces. Don't say that to him, though. He's got a temper on him bigger than the bulls.
But he seems so harmless.
Yeah, that's what the last helper said. Then he asked Chico to share a cigarette, and bam!
Bam?
Bam! A month later, we got a can of dog food returned with the guy's tie in it.
Well,
Only joking, kid.
great gag.
Kid, is George just the exact same age always?
Listen, I've got 5 kids to feed back at the ranch.
Am I
Little
frozen?
Timmy's wasting away. I need this money.
And you listen, buddy. No apron, no work, no pay.
No work?
But you're not wearing one.
Do you see me carrying a carcass?
No?
Do you see me rolling a salami?
Well, no.
Then go figure. You ain't working until you have that apron.
Working.
Ah, well, now you put it like that.
Do, 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 do.
Hey, what you think you're doing?
Oh, I thought you might have hidden some more special salamis around here.
Well, I haven't. You understand?
Sure, whatever you say.
Good. I'd hate to have to get serious with you, pal.
The amount of times George has almost died in his life
Chico,
is astronomical.
I was wondering if you could help me.
Sure, long as it ain't some kind of hit. Only kidding now.
Only kidding now. I mean, I've been ultra serious. Oh man, the old Baccarino, eh? Guys, make sure you sit up straight, alright? It's very important.
If you don't mind me saying, you seem a little twitchy.
Yeah, I am a little on edge. I'm in need of a cigarette, you see.
Can't you quit? Smoking kills.
I've been smoking 30 years. I figured if it was gonna kill me, it would have done it when I started.
I need cigarettes, eh? Okay. We need to find some cigarettes, guys. I have cigarettes! I just remembered. We've got Italian cigarettes. Sigarette.
I don't suppose you know what make of cigarette this is.
I sure do. Those are Heavenly Breeze, the finest Italian cigarettes you can buy.
Interesting branding.
My favorite. Very hard to get in this country, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I guessed that.
One drag from one of those babies, and you feel like you're up there with the angels. Ah, yes, sir. What do you want for the bag?
I'll leave it for now, thanks.
Remember, anytime you want to offload those beauties, I'm your man.
A white butcher's apron with the Martino logo on the front. It's filthy and hardly hygienic.
Hey, Chico. I was wondering if you could help me. So, why aren't you wearing your apron?
Hygiene.
Well, surely the rules say you have to wear an apron.
Not one as dirty as this. I need to get it cleaned, but for now, it can stay where it is.
So, you like these cigarettes, huh?
I love them. What do you want for the pack?
The apron.
Okay, how about this whole pack of cigarettes for your apron?
Oh, I can't do that. If I got caught without an apron, it'd be the chop for me.
You don't need the apron. You're not even wearing it.
Rules is rules. I don't want to end up as the next Martino's vintage.
I'll leave it for now, thanks.
Remember, anytime you want to offload those beauties,
How
I'm
the
your
fuck
man.
do I get that apron? Okay, guys, we need to figure out how in the fuck I get that apron. Is there any one way to figure it out? The George Stobart way. Ask until the game lets me do something.
Hey there, fellow worker.
You again? What now?
There must be some way around this apron issue.
Here's the way around the issue. I pummel you into the ground like a bug, and you spend the rest of the night in the hospital.
You are a man of few words, but those words speak volumes.
Don't you get clever with me, fella.
Don't you get clever with me, bow.
So, you like these cigarettes, huh?
I love them. What do you want for the pack?
You don't need the apron. You're not even wearing it.
Rules is rules. I don't want to end up as the next Martino's vintage.
Right. If I give you this pack of cigarettes, you have to give me the vintage salami.
The vintage for some cigarettes? Yeah. It's an interesting offer. And it's a done deal. There you go. One Martino's classic vintage salami.
Thank you. And here's your pack of Italian cigarettes. I bet you're just itching for one of those death sticks right now, huh?
You better believe it. But if I leave here and get found out, there'll be hell to pay. I'll have to wait until no one's around. Nice doing business with you.
Chico's got what he wants. Now all I have to do is hide, watch, and wait.
Have the door opened by itself.
Wearing the apron, I'd be able to move freely about the building. And there's no time like the present.
Ooh. Just gross. Yo, Max and Cece, how's your Nanny calls? How's your day been? Ugh. I love how they've gone with a Godfather like sounding soundtrack for this.
The shutter's locked, but I can hear
That's awesome.
people on the other side. The shutter's locked. No point in going that way.
Shutter's locked. No point in going that way. Georgie, stop her right there. Thank you very much. I need somebody with a human touch. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. Georgia, stop it. Georgia, stop it. Can you tell me what a zigga zigga means? No, I can't. Then you must die now, Mr. Stopat.
A fire-resistant blanket attached to the wall. When it comes to fire, safety first is my motto. That's what Grandpa Stobart used to say to me. Shame he never said it to Granny.
Georgia Stopat, yeah.
It's a small bunch of safety keys.
Hey, Skilly, thanks for the invite.
I can hear music coming from somewhere. But where?
Yeah, thanks, Skilly. Hashtag Skilly, guys.
Strange. My favorite aria coming through the walls. But where from?
Yeah, thanks for the invite, Bob. No box puzzles in this broken sword? Bob must, George must have stopped hitting the gym.
Well, well, well. Empty. Apart from an electronic card reader. Poking my finger into the electronics has no effect.
George, would you say your finger was too big for the tiny quack?
That won't work here.
My fingers were too big to fit in the tiny quack. You know what I hate about the shift key on Windows? Sticky keys.
That's not the right approach. That won't work here.
I wonder if they re-record that every game, or do they just like pull up the archival of whenever he said that? That won't work here. The George Stobart surprise. Oh, George, why did you leave me for your dad's funeral?
Locked. Strange noises. A slap. A scream. The sound of sticks being broken. Hang on. That sounds like a blowtorch. I don't think this is the room I want right now.
They're killing the fuck out of somebody in there. You guys probably can't hear it, but I can. Oh, I see.
The safety key fits the lock on the forklift.
George, you were way more jacked in 3. What's happened, bro? Did you actually find an... Finally. Stop right now. Thank you very much. I need somebody with a brat brat brat. La da 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 na na. Casino's a Robert De Niro film, and Hostel's a pretty tasteless gore movie. For all those playing at home.
I put the keys back in the bone cruncher.
Okay, so I think I'm going to need the bone cruncher on because George is about to make a noise. Well,
so then the bum tries to tell me it was my boys that screwed up. Huh. Everybody knows my boys are the best. Ain't that right, Mr. Spalacci, sir?
So I am told.
That's why you hired me.
Apparently.
Anyway, Tony's got cold feet now. Ain't that right, fellas?
That's right, Mr. Fingers, sir.
I guess he's gonna be, hanging around a long time before another job comes his way.
You crack me up, Mr. Fingers.
You see? Messing with my wife I could deal with. But screwing my business, that's pushing. So, anyhow, Mr. Spalacci, sir, here we are. The manuscript safe and sound. Filed under F. F for found. Clever, huh?
So much better than F for failure, don't you think? Or G for garrote, or H for hanged himself, huh?
Very, very funny, Mr. Spalacci, sir. Yes, very funny.
I've got to find a way to get those guys out of there.
well, let's, oh, hang on. Why am I instinctually grabbing the video game controller? Oh! Yo, I need to reach out to Creed. And find out, when are we next doing Beta Z? I'm gonna give him a few months. I reckon baby at least 6 months old. Should be alright then. Baby can crawl and stuff. Ooh, good. Okay, guys, what do we think? What do you think we do? Yeah.
I put the keys back in the bone cruncher.
Okay, can't interact with that. I swear I need to put something in the bone cruncher to break it. I need to put something in the bone cruncher to break it.
That won't work here.
Pretty cheeky there.
It's an evil-looking thing, like some kind of torture device. The top's covered in blood and small bits of bone. I just hope it's for disposing of waste pig and not... No, I don't want to go there. A bunch of safety keys are hanging from the key slot. No way am I doing that.
Oh, hang on. I wonder if I take them out while it's on. Look for a coin. You think you're funny, bro? Okay, guys, look. Okay. Okay, what do we need to do? Monsieur Starbat. I am Marquet. I randomly exist near the last third of Broken Sword 1. Hey Marquet, I found out about you somehow. Yes, Mr. Starbat, you did. Hey George, I need you to keep going until a deep body comes out of there. There has to be, right? Okay, we're gonna do one more time, and if the guy on the hook doesn't come out, we're gonna... Oh! No. I thought I saw something, but I didn't. Beautiful. Beautiful. One of my favorites, actually. Hey, George, what's it been? We're gonna do it one more time. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Because we need to shatter the meat grinder.
Hey there, fellow worker.
You again? What now?
He says, "Oh, that door's gone green." I'm so glad we talked to that guy. The door's gone green. Yeah, baby. Let's save. Because they might be green, as in gun. Okay, so someone's getting cremated right now.
The handle's very hot. I nearly melted my fingers to it.
Boy.
Perfect.
Apuro.
I can hardly feel the heat of the wood through the blanket. The smell of burning wood brings back so many memories.
Ugh. Oh, the fat from the meat is disgusting. I'm gonna need industrial soap to get this off.
I have a sneaking suspicion that's a person.
There's meat hanging from the ceiling, dripping fat onto the floor. The smell's powerful and the heat's intense. Grandpa Stowart's home distillery all over again.
Because we're learning a lot about your family right now.
The door's locked shut, but the handle is cold, so it hasn't been used. Locked.
I wonder if what's happening in there has something to do with this Tony character.
The door's blocked by all that wood.
Okay, well, let's go.
I put the keys back in the bone cruncher.
Let's turn that bad boy on. Yeah, so I think we put the fire blanket near the mesh. If you're probably wondering, whoa, Void. I'm not gonna lie, this is like a fucking scary sounding piece of music you got playing. Hashtag Void, everybody, that was amazing. How you doing, Void? Some sort of upside down cupcake, respect. Wait, look, I don't want to have to bring this up, but I actually am an upside down cupcake. Yeah, pretty good. Pretty good. But the fact that everybody's bringing out damp leaves again.
The wood's smoldering in the air vent, but only a small amount's going into the room. I need to make more. Using that won't work. That won't work here.
I mean, that won't work.
I am not going to do that.
I see.
Using that won't work. I've got no reason to try that.
Happy biscuit day. Well. Now, are we talking about like Australasian biscuits, where it's just our word for cookies? Or are we talking American biscuits, where it's their word for a little bun? America, why do you call little buns biscuits? You've got things to explain here. Oh, yo, yeah, hey. I see, I get the reference now. My apologies. I hate that robot lady said scone. It's a scone, robot lady, alright? You're in New Zealand right now. Make it work, okay? Make it make sense. Not wrong, Void. Yeah. Happy Anzac Day. How many years has it been now? 106? Yeah, 106 since Armistice. And like, what was it, 108 since the British Empire fucked over our ancestors and landed in Gallipoli? Genius. We're all happy you did that, guys. Hey, we're gonna land here. This sounds like a bad idea. Well, we're just gonna do it, okay? We're British, and we do everything we want to do. Oh, it's negatively impacted us. Amazing. Incredible. Thank you, Britain. Thank you. No rifles was or anything. Yeah. That's my favorite level in Battlefield 1, the World War 1 Battlefield title, where you play as the Australians, and one of the young fellas, he starts crying. And he goes, "Hey, you're not a fucking Kiwi, are you?" I was like, man, you guys get it. George, can you just Bro, how did you survive that? Yeah, it's brutal, man. It's just so honest. It's brutal. No, Beef is the Suikoden gamer. I didn't think it was actually out. Yeah, it's not me, it's Beef. But hang on, if I... Beef actually backed it, so... Oh, it's actually out. Yeah, but also, did you hear what I said? Where I said I didn't think it was actually out? That's why I was double checking the information. Funny how that works, eh? Because I literally looked it up this morning and it was still set to it's coming. Because some of the reviews were like, fuck the minigames. Which has been an experience I've been having with Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Because they've hidden a great plot behind a truly terrible game. Why did that send twice?
No way am I doing that. I've got no reason to try that. That's not such a good idea.
I see. I don't understand. How do we make more fire? I've got this piece of paper here. Can't we just set the piece of paper on fire? Okay, I'm gonna go talk to Chico. Chico! Chico! No, this is imagining Chico in Eco. I'm coming! You angel looking bitch! I'm an old Italian man. Oh, hey, hang on. This is pretty cool. If I just click somewhere and hold the run button, George will just gun it. Ding, 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 ding. I wonder if we know how you do in Tokyo. Oh, okay.
I've already got one piece of ice. Carrying more will make my pants wet.
Why don't we find a thing to bring the ice with us? Come on, George, go, 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 go. George, go. Come on.
Ah, that smoke. Don't you just love it? The smell of Naples herself in a salami. Who'd have thunk it, huh? But hey, you can have too much of a good thing, right?
Why is he the only one coughing? That room is engulfed with smoke.
I'll head down to the club and celebrate our little success.
For God's sake, yes.
Hey, Tony, how's it hanging, Tony? You guys finish up now and head home, you hear?
What about the new guy?
What new guy?
Fella started just now.
Ah, let him be. Hey, he ain't gonna starve, right?
Fingers and the other guys are leaving. Now's my chance to get the manuscript.
Filed under F for found.
Fingers and the rest of them came out of this room. But how? The room's full of wooden boxes and there's only one exit.
George, we already found the secret hatch.
No point messing around with the card reader until I have the card to use on it.
Oh, do you reckon Tony's just hanging around and he's got it? Yeah, I know, right? Like, these are straight up murderers. Okay, George. We're going to pick up this meat. Oh my gosh, they cut off his bollocks? Bro, fuck that.
I'm not about to sit in that chair. Whoa. There's a pool of blood under the chair in the corner. We all know that pigs don't sit on chairs. I don't even want to imagine what's been going on in here.
Now, I've read a lot of Beatrice Potter in my time, and pigs definitely sit on chairs, alright? And they save other pigs while they eat porridge. Think you'll find George?
The door's locked shut, but the handle is cold, so it hasn't been used.
Okay, I think we just spin the thing around until Tony comes out of the meat machine, right? Alright, Tony, let's go. Boom, 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 boom. Hello, Rahul. Hello, Rahul. I'm not new here. Beef's supposed to be playing Uadin Chronicles, so instead of playing Stardew Valley, a game where literally nothing happens, he could be playing Uadin Chronicles. Hello, I'm also new here. You know, it's been quite a time.
This must be Tony.
Oh, bro.
It's gonna be another good year.
He was in the beginning.
Vintage.
Why is he dead? What did he do wrong?
Poor guy's hanging from a meat hook. This must be the guy Fingers was talking about earlier. So this is what happens if you cross the Martinos. I really don't want to do this, but I've got no choice.
Yes! A key card.
I should leave the guy in peace.
Well, he's about to be in pieces and then turned back into a piece. It's something I really don't want to think about, actually. This is why you eat unprocessed food, people, because you know where the fuck it came from. Eat unprocessed food, all right? Please. All right, we need to file this under F for found.
Thank heavens for secret doorways.
It's after midnight. There's definitely real light. I love how they're like, how do we make it look like there's light coming through these windows? Well, we could just draw some light beams in this game. Genius. You reckon they could add ray tracing to this? There's a ray tracing mod for Broken Sword 4. Broken Sword 4, the Broken Swordening.
Not the best view in the world, but hey, whatever. I can see out over the meatpacking company. Can't say I feel that factory boss gene kicking in, though. Through the open window, I can just see the bone cruncher. Falling into that thing would be a big mistake. I bet it could tear cars apart. That's not quite right. The cabinet's locked and secured so tightly that it's impossible to open. Even a seasoned pro would struggle here.
What?
The secure cabinet's wheels are rusted and seized up. Nothing a bit of oil or grease won't fix. That won't work here. No way am I going to get into that cabinet with my bare hands.
Oil? So I need to get the fat off the meat.
The drawers are locked. Fingers must have taken the key. The drawers are locked. No point in trying to open them. The drawers are locked. Whatever's wrapped in this handkerchief must be very precious to someone. Terrific. A photograph of actress Lucy Chu from that film In Cold Blood. Nice, but not worth wrapping in a handkerchief.
Amazing. In Cold Blood is one of their old games.
A promo photograph of Lucy Chu. A silk handkerchief. Obviously Italian. A promo photograph of Lucy Chu.
Are they going to kill Lucy Chu next? So in the Broken Sword universe, In Cold Blood wasn't a game. It was a movie. Coming in fine. Diamond rare. Well, actually, nowadays China can actually make diamonds, and even experts cannot tell the difference between the Chinese-made diamond and the real thing. So diamonds are probably not going to be that rare for very much longer at all. True fact. Wikipedia then. Yeah, do you know how they're doing it? They've got these big, huge tower things that are sucking all the, like, pollution out of their air, because China is motherfucking polluted. I am super not looking forward to going later on this year. I'm getting numb flashbacks to, like, cleaning all the black stuff off my face every single day. But yeah, they're using these towers to try and clean the air in China, and they compress the carbon to Yeah, it's not as cool, but it compresses the carbon into diamonds. Okay, so how do I get the fat? Is there like the silk handkerchief?
Well, that stain sure won't ever come out.
Wearing a gas mask everywhere. Hey guys, it's me. Why is this foreigner always wearing a mask? Hello there, Resit. Are we Resident Evil? Bit of a stretch, but I found that hilarious.
Maybe the grease from the handkerchief could loosen up those wheels. There, that should do it. The wheels might move a little now.
George has the biggest cojones, G. Like, what the fuck, bro? George, you're a... Were you a... That was a strange animation. Like, I know this is a video game, but that was a motherfucking strange animation. Also, what do you mean filed under F for found? Because there was only one thing in... in there. Imagine if George had destroyed the manuscript, eh? Hey, so I found the manuscript, yep, and then I immediately destroyed it. I see. George, pick it the fuck up, dude.
Underneath the MP3 player is Anna Maria's manuscript. It's the real thing, all right. 14th century. Question is, how am I going to research it? Museums are out of the question. No. I need somewhere much more salubrious.
Are we going to go to Paris and talk to Andre Lobin now?
Hey, Anna Maria, look.
George, you found it. Oh,
Is she jump
thank
clapping?
you, thank you.
George,
All part of
Anna
the
Maria,
service.
you're aware you're an adult human being, right?
Now, let's see just what we've got here.
Oh my god, I remember this manuscript.
It says, below the fortress of the one true patriarch awaits the angel. For he who is worthy and follows the path of the righteous.
Your Latin's good.
It was kind of geeky at school, but you know what? It sure paid off. So,
Yeah, you're a
all we
lawyer.
need to
You
do
need to be able
is
to read
work
Latin.
out who the true patriarch was and where his fortress is.
And then find a way to get below it.
But which fortress?
Would the true patriarch not be God?
It says,
Oh, Christ.
first, find the knights who share a horse and grasp the stone to open the way.
Maybe the first refers to the path that the righteous must take to reach the angel.
That makes sense. So we should understand the clue once we arrive at the right place.
And how clues work.
It says, the second, address the arms upon the shields and close the circle for the knights to let you pass.
Welcome, Great Value. That's an interesting username. Welcome to the stream, Great Value.
It says, the third, follow the master's worldly route and prove yourself worthy to lift. First, the fortress where he did fight, but was overwhelmed by Mamluk's might. Then he traveled to Longshank's
joining us.
fair city, and as grand
In
preceptor,
the US, eh?
he was received.
Welcome.
To the temple at Villeneuve, where he was appointed Grand Master of the Order, before journeying to the island where he holds his court.
definitely made sense.
It says, the last, to see the light turn from holy Sion to face the great fortress of the Empire of the East, the seat of the Holy Church in the west, the learned Coptic city to the south. Turn from holy Sion to face, from where? Jerusalem?
Byzantine Empire. East. Yeah, Jerusalem. But there's so much stuff here.
A fairly typical depiction of a fortified European city. A deformed holy man gazes over the seas.
Why is he deformed?
Now that's a king who really loves himself. The fires of hell are consuming the city.
I always found it funny that, like, demons are depicted like this when that's just a rank of angel. They would all just look probably just prissy. Oh, I'm in hell now. Like, all that happened is I had a war with Dad and he banished me here. It was pretty shit, alright? I don't want to talk about it. Okay?
4 knights with shields. The 4th coat of arms is hidden.
So I've always imagined Lucifer as like a little bitch. So, like, I had a war with Dad and I got my ass handed to me, which was pretty stupid considering he can control reality. Just in a moment. Okay, guys? It's been like 5 billion years. Are you planning to get over it at some point? It's just so still new to me, alright?
See how the fortified city has minarets?
It looks Eastern.
Bro, look at that though. No, George, hey. George, you know this idol.
Hey, I recognize this.
It's Baphomet.
It's Baphomet, the idol that the Templars were accused of worshipping. I really need to find a way to research these subjects.
Andre Lobineau. You know a guy.
A worthy and devout-looking man? It's an eastern-looking city.
There's a Knit, and he's fighting a Knagan.
This looks like St. George, the patron saint of England, fighting the famous dragon.
Strange. The city on the right looks eastern, but it's being defended by a Christian knight.
Wasn't St. George English?
Actually, he came from Turkey.
You know, the famous St. George fought a dragon. He probably took on a crocodile.
This must be the angel that the manuscript refers to.
Doesn't look much like treasure to me.
It's like when our ancestors found dinosaurs and they were like, hey, I reckon this is a thing called a dragon. Well, what's a dragon? Come on, bro. Get on my level. Hey, Shanawaz, welcome to the stream. Fleur de lis.
Fleur de lis, in some pattern.
There's a boat with 3 guys on it. I told you this was the fastest way. Don't look at the giant scary fish. Look at me.
Cross, crescent moon, Star of David. Wonder why these symbols are here. The manuscript was made in 1307. The Templars must have known an attack was imminent and took care their treasure would be safe.
Okay, I feel like we've looked at everything. Hadn't been a sad guy. There's a false prophet, I'm guessing.
Can you decode it, George?
Yeah, bro.
Not fully.
With my decoder
Need a
ray.
library or a database.
But the streets are too dangerous. Can't we get information
Bro, I
online?
was born on the streets.
Well, there is a website.
He's becoming a fan,
Andre
you know?
Lobineau's Society of Antiquarian Knowledge, but I was locked out.
Didn't you say that Virgil had hacking skills?
Yeah, but He's pretty angry right now.
Then get charming.
Anna Maria's manuscript. This manuscript's given me a lot of grief today, but I gotta admit, I'm kinda enjoying the excitement.
Bro, he's addicted to this stuff, eh? Yeah, agreed. Seibu or Sheeta, for sure. What's the time? Bro, this has been going so fast. What the heck? This is such a good game. Like, I love this franchise, man. What's been your guys' least favorite one so far, though? Like, be brutally honest. Because I think they're all pretty decent, but I think my least favorite is 2. Actually, do you know what? Yeah, actually, now that I think about it, it is this, because I really just want to be playing with Nico Coulade. But hey. Here, bro, get over it. Here's a new MP3 player.
Virgil, I know nothing can replace your MP3 player, but I thought this might ease the loss.
Well, what do you know? Same model. You steal it?
Get
No,
your feet
certainly not.
off the fucking
I'm a
table.
lawyer.
Right
Exactly,
now,
so
Virgil.
you stole it. Well, it doesn't replace the music, though, does it?
Yeah, agreed, Max.
Heck, I got it all on CD at home anyway. Thanks, George.
Hey, Virgil, you got 5 minutes?
Sure, what can I do for you?
Yeah, you guys are so right. It is 4.
Virgil, I need to get
Listen,
online and
for
do some
sure.
research.
So go online. What's stopping you?
The site I need blackballed me after Glastonbury. Locked me out.
Take it from me, George, and I've been in prison. Ain't no such thing as locked out. Now, where's that little gadget? I know it's here somewhere.
Been in a Turkish
There you
prison.
go, George. This should be useful.
What is it?
It's
Oh, a
flash
custom
card with a few
animation
little
in the
features
early
of my own
2000s?
design.
That's
Just
sick!
slip it into your PDA and ride that internet.
Guys, if you're going to ride that internet, find someone you truly love and ride them instead.
So, what happened after we barricaded ourselves in?
Consensually.
First they broke into your
Let me
office,
just emphasize
then they
that.
searched the whole place, then they smashed everything up.
Whoa. I bet you showed him a few moves, though, hey, Virgil?
Are you kidding? I was under the desk, man.
Oh. Well, so what did they do then?
Busted my MP3 player and left.
Well, that's some story.
What's so funny, man?
Well, you under a desk, Virgil. I mean, I wish I'd seen that.
You want to keep me as your friend? You better leave it, George.
Funny story, Mark.
So, how's Anna Maria been holding up?
Oh, don't worry about her, man. I talked her into a nice, cool place.
Huh? What do you mean?
Oh, she's been through a lot, George. She needed a shoulder to lean on.
Uh-huh. And you just happen to have one available, huh?
You know me, George.
Yep, I do.
I guess she paid her license fee because she's watching some BBC. Alright, so, let's go on the internet. Actually, before we do, is there other Broken Sword game stuff? Oh, actually, okay. So after George went to this website, Lobino's private server? That's what he got blocked from? He must have been trolling Lobino the whole time.
Right, George. This is my homemade hacking system with the emphasis on homemade, know what I mean? I'll show you how to use it by hacking into a computer owned by an old friend of mine. This is you, symbolized by your PDA. This is your destination, the database you're attempting to hack. What you gotta do is connect your data stream to
That's
the
like
target
real life hacking.
computer without being spotted or stopped.
Bro, there are some
See
crazy
here, my
GUIs for
friend
real life
lives
hacking
on the
nowadays.
other side of the state. This mountain range is in the way, so we gotta go around it. If we're gonna hack into the database, we're gonna have to pass through these points, or root nodes. They disguise the data stream from your PDA so you don't get found out. To manipulate the data stream, you gotta use routers and refractors. You understand? You're utilizing other less secure systems in the area. You're pretty limited to what the device can find at the time, but there's normally enough to do the job. This one acts like a mirror. It'll deflect the beam at 90-degree angles. This one refracts your beam at 45-degree angles. These are splitters. They can split a beam at either 45 or 180-degree angles. As the target device is searching for one data stream, you'll need to converge the data streams back into one. You do this using a splitter, but in reverse. But if you're using a splitter in one direction, you can't use it in the other. These points are the bad boys. They're nodes, which detect what you're up to and stop your hacking. You gotta be one step ahead of these fellas. Accidentally route your data stream into one of these, and your connections bust open. I recommend you plan your route before you start placing nodes all over the place. So, watch me complete this puzzle.
Or the guy doing this tutorial couldn't figure out how to do this. He was like, "Did I fucking do this?"
There you go. Now let's see what my friend has in his database. Oh, no.
Broken Sword 2.
Oh boy, we didn't want to see that. He is one outrageous dude. Okay, George, your turn.
Yeah, it's from Broken Sword 2. Oh, okay, hang on. I know exactly what I want to do. Bugger. We did that. We did it, guys. Our server has been hacked. Reminder, pay your telephone company more pizza insurance. Lady called Anna Maria. Why am I in the notebook? Obtained historical database from Andre Lopino. Welcome note from Andre Lopino. I welcome you to the Society of Antiquarian Knowledge. Simply enter the keyword on the subject you wish to research and indulge yourself in the first-class repository of wisdom. Those of you who know me will agree that I am a tolerant and open-minded man. It is therefore with a particular regret that I must inform you that after making a number of brazen and fallacious claims, George Stobart, a man who once would have claimed many of us as friends, has been barred for life from accessing this repository. I waste no more time on this disagreeable subject and instead invite you to enjoy my little drawing inspired by the claimed exploits of Mr. Stobart. Your friend Andre Lobino. Andre, he really did kill a dragon.
The link with Baphomet proves that there's some kind of Templar connection here.
One of the key charges leveled at the Knights Templar during their trial is in the 14th century that they worshipped a godly idol called Baphomet. Baphomet is probably either a corruption of the name Muhammad or the translation of the goddess Sophia, wisdom, when encrypted with the Apatash cipher. Some believe that Baphomet represents the severed head of John the Baptist. During the trials of the Knights, Guillaume de Abire testified that he had seen Baphomet twice and described it as being a bearded head constructed of wood and silver. Other charges leveled against the Templars included that of demon worship, kissing the anus of cats, and homosexuality. I have to look that shit up right now. In private mode, obviously. Whoa, this is a real thing the French government said they were doing. Osculum infamie. What the fuck? Bro, straight up, they just came up with any bullshit to put someone in prison, eh? They're like, this motherfucker kisses cats' bums. Wait, what? Well, I'm just gonna have to believe you, bro. We're killing you on the account that you kiss cat bums. What? These accusations of heresy had first been leveled against the Cathars in the Languedoc, a century previously by the Dominican monks who undertook the fearsome Inquisition. What the fuck? Justices of heresy also extended the relationship that the Templars had with the fearsome assassins, an elite order of Muslim warriors. It is believed that the assassins provided the Templars with occult knowledge, which went on to form the basis of the teachings of both Masonry and Rosicrucianism? Knights Templar, Order of Poor Knights.
The Templars really were victims of betrayal and greed. Philippe IV, I wonder, did you pay for your sins?
The Order of the Poor Knights of Christ in the Temple of Solomon, the Knights Templar, was founded in 1120. Over a period of 200 years, the order became the most powerful and most secretive organization in history. The Templars quickly built enormous wealth. Kings of Europe came to them cap in hand to negotiate loans. They could have many fundamental aspects of today's international banking system, like the banknote and letters of credit. Yet faithful to their solemnly sworn vows of poverty, the individual members of the secret society were penniless. But when the Knights Templars were destroyed in the 14th century, their incredible riches, as well as their fabled great secret, vanished into the air. To escape persecution by King Philippe IV of France, the Templars' treasure and their enormous fleet moored at La Rochelle simply disappeared. To this day, its whereabouts has never been discovered. The end of the Templars was significant by the execution of their last Grand Master, Jacques Delorme, who was burned alive before chanting mob in Paris in 1314, and the distribution of their lands to the Knights Hospitalier. But some historians believe they simply changed their name and went underground. Evidence has been cited which links famous figures from more recent years of the order. Hundreds of years after it officially ceased to be, Leonardo da Vinci is named as one, Sir Isaac Newton another. Great explorer Vasco da Gama journeyed to the Templar cross insignia on his sails, as did Christopher Columbus. Evidence even suggests that the Templars discovered America some 80 years before Columbus. Some maintain that the Order of Knights Templar are still in existence today, although under another name. Throughout Europe, its members are still thought to secretly meet to discuss unknown businesses, conduct arcane rituals, and plot our destiny behind closed doors. Okay, can we stop doing this? This is an annoying... I'm just going to stop.
Anna Maria, can you spare a moment?
What do you need, George?
So, this manuscript has been in your family for years, huh?
It was handed down to my father. He had a whole collection.
Oh, so there were more?
Many more.
So each one could point to a hidden treasure?
I wouldn't be too sure about that, but this one certainly does.
How do you know?
That meatpacking place is pretty shady.
It's a real factory, huh?
It is. But take my advice, never eat a Martino salami. So why are the Mafia after your manuscript?
My father was a heavy drinker. There wasn't a bar in town he didn't tell his treasure map story, and the fact that his daughter was decoding it.
I guess it was just a matter of time before someone took him seriously, huh?
That is so made up.
Hey, Virgil, you got 5 minutes?
Sure, what can I do for you?
Oh my god, do I have to keep reading my PDA? This is definitely the worst broken sword. Like, hands down. No competition. Why isn't this pinned somewhere? John the Baptist. John the Baptist, Jesus' cousin, is an enigmatic character who was revered by the Templars. Hey, Mac. Evidence that the apocryphal Gospels have led some to suggest that Jesus, who was born in 7 BC, competed with his brother James, who was actually born in 0 AD, for the rightful claim to being the true Messiah. Although John the Baptist did baptize Jesus in the River Jordan, it is suggested that he supported James rather than Jesus. Some even suggest that John the Baptist and James are actually the same person. What? The Dead Sea Scrolls indicate that prior to the birth of Christ, it had been widely prophesied that a Messiah would be born who would lead the Jewish people to freedom. Desperate for such a Messiah, the people welcomed Jesus when he announced himself. Jesus knew what he had to do to fulfill the prophecies. He selected 12 apostles and began to preach. His actions threatened Herod Antipas, a Jewish leader appointed by the Romans, as well as the Romans and the Pharisees. At the same time, John the Baptist had criticized Herod Antipas, the governor of Galilee, for marrying Herodias, the divorced wife of his half-brother, also called Herod. John the Baptist was promptly arrested. Infuriated by the criticism, Herodias conspired with her daughter, who demanded that John the Baptist's head be brought to her. John the Baptist was beheaded and his head delivered on a platter. After the death of John the Baptist, many of his followers switched allegiance and supported Jesus' claim as Messiah. Templars possessed many holy relics. Perhaps the head of John the Baptist was one such artifact. And that was the head of, that was the head of Baphomet. Personification of wisdom. Certainly the Templars celebrated his feast day. Oh, what the fuck? So, yo, is that legit? Hold on. Sorry, if this is actual real shit. Baptist. Messiah. Whoa. Shit. People really did think that John the Baptist was actually the Messiah over Christ. That's hardcore, bro. We're diving deep here tonight, guys. The Knights Templar owned many fabled religious treasures, including, it is said, the crown of thorns worn by Jesus as he perished on the cross. Yeah. They were also in possession of a mysterious great secret. Some believe this to have been the most revered of all Christian relics, the Holy Grail. Others believe that the great secret may have been a particular knowledge which, if revealed, would undermine our fundamental view of Christianity itself.
Even by medieval standards, Philippe IV was a ruthless, vain dictator. His puppet, Clement V, was no better.
Philippe IV, son of Philippe III, was born in Fontainebleau. I'm guessing the Blue Fountain is what that place means. Yeah, Fontainebleau. In 1268 and crowned king in 1287. Known as Le Bel, the Fair, Philippe was a vain and highly ambitious man who progressively extended his kingdom, including seizing the lands around Bordeaux from Edward I of England, before centralizing his government and establishing a structure of legists, politicians appointed by the king who were not of noble birth and who were wholly loyal to Philippe. Interesting. He raised up the common man and was like, you belong to me. It was the structure of legists that allowed Philippe to manipulate the papacy and supported his conflict with the legitimate Roman Catholic Pope Boniface VIII, which grew out of the king's attempt to levy taxes on the church. In response, Boniface issued a papal bull, Annum Sanctum, declaring papal supremacy and forbidding the clergy to pay taxes to the crown. On the death of Boniface VIII in 1305, which many suspected was orchestrated by the king, Philippe manipulated and bullied the cardinals in Rome to appoint as pontiff his puppet, Bert. Pope Bert? Oh yeah, mate, just Pope Bert, mate, from down the road. De Molay was arrested, charged with heresy, and burned in 1314. But not before laying a curse on both Philippe VI and Clement V. Both died later that year, the Pope from a sudden attack of dysentery, the king in a hunting accident. Misfortune stalked the kings of France thereafter, culminating 500 years after Delamai's death in the French Revolution and the decapitation of Louis XVI at the guillotine. Legend has it that the man jumped onto the guillotine, dipped his finger in the king's blood and shouted, "Jacques Delamay, you are avenged." Wow.
Clement V was just a puppet of the king. Did you know popes used to be regularly attacked by mobs in those days? Can't say I'm surprised.
As Napoleon said, history is written by the victors.
Bertrand de
You know
Gros.
what? I think that the holy man on the right of the manuscript could be Clement V. He was Pope of Avignon and Philip's crony. But he can't be the true patriarch referred to in the manuscript.
So we just need to work out who is the true patriarch.
Bertrand de Gros was elected Pope in 1305 and took on the name of Clement V. Clement was the first Pope to be based in Avignon. Indeed, he never visited Rome. What? Absolutely servile to King Philippe IV of France, he was happy to bless the king for having attacked his predecessor, Boniface VIII, and supported Philippe in persecution of the Knights Templar. What the fuck? He instated his own pope. This is crazy. Most of Clement's cardinals were relatives, and so corrupt and nepotistic was he that when he died, they inherited so much wealth, the papacy was almost bankrupted. Jacques
Jacques de
Delamay.
Molay was cynically betrayed by Philippe IV of France.
Jacques Delamay was initiated into the Knights Templar in 1265 at the age of 21 and quickly rose through the ranks. Yeah, 100%. He was initially based in Britain, where his position included that of Visitor General before being appointed Grand Preceptor of all England. In 1291, Delamay fought bravely to defend Acre. Oh, what if that's where we get the word Acre from? The last city in the Holy Lands, or Outremer under Christian control, was overwhelmed by Mamluk forces. Mamluks were professional soldiers of slave origin. The fall of Acre was humiliating for the Christians, representing the culmination of a steady decline in Christian influence in the Holy Lands since the disastrous loss of Jerusalem to the brilliant Muslim general Salah ad-Din in 1187. Recapturing the Holy Lands and Jerusalem, in particular from the Muslim armies, was Delamay's obsession. With the death of Theobald Guardin in Agrodin in 1292, Delamay was installed as the 23rd and last Grand Master, moving his base to the island of Cyprus. Delamay immediately drew up plans to recapture Outremer. He forged an alliance with the Mongols of Persia with limited success. In September 1302, the final foothold in the Holy Lands was lost, and the island of Ruad, Arwad, was attacked by Muslim forces, and the Christian garrison, which was trapped on the island, was massacred. Ruling over an almost bankrupt kingdom, the French king Philippe IV coveted the wealth of the order. The Templars received much of the blame for the loss of the Holy Lands. He hatched an audacious plan to discredit them and seize their possessions, treasure held at their commanderies, their extensive lands, their fleet, which was the largest in Europe, and, of particular interest, their arcane secret. In the autumn of 1307, Philippe IV summoned Delamay to France. On Friday the 13th of October 1307, the king's deputies struck, swooping down on the Templars' commanderies, arresting all the members of the order and seizing their assets. Delamay was arrested and, in March 1314, was burned on the Isle de Paris. Okay, so hang on a second. Can I just stop reading all this shit? This is annoying. This is terrible. Why do I have to read all of this fucking stuff? Okay, we're gonna do the Knights Hospitalier and then we're done. In the order of the Hospital of St. John of Jerusalem was founded in the 11th century by Blessed Gerard. Building hospitals, the monastic brotherhood tended to the sick in the Holy Lands during the First Crusade, both the Christians and their enemies. Their role gradually expanded to include combat, and they quickly became, along with the Knights Templar, a highly organized and skillful military force in the Holy Lands. With the loss of the Holy Lands, the Hospitaliers moved their base to Rhodes, from where they found themselves in a continual war with the Turks. When the Templars were destroyed by Philippe IV, their lands were passed to the Hospitaliers, their great military rivals. Rhodes finally fell to the Turks in the 1520s, and the order moved to Malta, where they flourished until the capture of the island by Napoleon. Yeah, in 1798, pleas to the Pope and the monarch of Europe for help went unanswered. Oh man, that was frustrating. Okay, are we done? This is the worst broken sword by far.
It depicts Philippe IV of France. Clement V, certainly not the true patriarch.
I hope not.
Fleur-de-lis in some pattern.
Is the game frozen? Did that just happen?
If Clement V is not the true patriarch, and St. George, who came from Turkey, is fighting a dragon below the city of a holy man who is the true patriarch,
Yes?
then the city must be Istanbul, which was known as Constantinople in medieval times. And the fortress must be a reference to the old citadel of Constantinople.
George, that's amazing. Does it still exist?
I don't know, but I bet someone in Istanbul would.
George, you are brilliant. Thank you so much for helping me.
Hey, I'm having fun. I'd never turn down the chance to search for Templar treasure.
St. George fighting a dragon. It's the angel referred to in the manuscript. It reads, "Below the fortress of the one true patriarch awaits the angel, for he who is worthy and follows the path of the righteous."
Yes. I'm confused. The last thing you said was lol what? Oh, the chat is broken. Oh my god. Oh wow, sorry guys, I didn't realize how much I've been missing. Bro, Mac, why didn't you mention this fucking ages ago? Mac, I have all this knowledge, but okay, so let's have a look. Bro just downloaded Yale's database of the PDA in 1 second. Decrypted the mainframe, not allowed to say my mainframe joke. Pick on-screen chat balked again. Share with the class. Well, that's messed up. They ain't poor anymore. Lord, the last bit sounds far-fetched. Last bit about what? Just by the by. Last bit about what there, Bobby? He can do all this reading for us. Yeah, he came before Jesus, but I thought he was Jesus' teacher. Yeah, in the future, when you now's chat goes down, guys, find a way to tell me. Alright? I love you all. I mean, taxing the church ain't a bad thing. Agreed! The church should be taxed! Is chat working? It's like now chat is fully broken. Rats. Is Floyd aware? No, I wasn't. That random guy, please, don't use my real name, please. That chat is broken. Yeah, cut it. It's not being paid. Hey, now give me $2. Alright, we're all caught up. We are all caught up. Awesome. Okay.
Anna Maria, can you spare a moment?
What do you need, George?
Oh my god!
That meatpacking place is pretty shady.
It's a real factory, huh?
It is. But take my advice, never eat a Martino salami.
Hang on, why wasn't Robot Lady telling me that I could, like, what people were saying? Deep Christian law? You're right, Harriet Skelly. Robot Lady's just not working. The side of Robot Lady is the bitch.
Hey, Virgil, you got 5 minutes?
Sure, what can I do for you?
We're playing a game where we're hunting down a Christian sect. His name is, get this, Virgil. Incredible. Someone thought they were the funniest person alive when they came up with that idea. He's taking paid leave. Oh man. What do I do now? Do we go to Istanbul?
So, Anna Maria, you feel like a trip to Istanbul?
You think we'll find the treasure?
We'll have a damn good try.
Okay. Oh. I thought he
Room
had
service.
sex with Anna Maria.
Come in.
But she looks naked.
Good afternoon, Effendi. I bring chai for you and your good lady wife.
Thank you. She's not my wife, you know.
Ah, of course. Yes, well, you are indeed blessed, sir, to have such a beautiful mistress.
No, what I mean is, we haven't, we don't, there's nothing happening.
Do not worry, sir. A few nights here in the beautiful Pasha Palace, and the sweet creature will know your special gift of romantic love, I am sure. I shall leave you to your rejuvenating sleep, sir.
Hi, George.
Why is she in the nutty?
Yeah, hi.
What a sweet waiter. What was he saying?
Oh, nothing. The weather. Rain. Says it's not expected. Never has been. All an ugly rumor. Which is good. Time to find the treasure, huh? I'll be in the corridor while you get dressed. All set?
Yeah, thank you, George.
She was so trying to fuck a May. I feel like she's some sort of weird trap. Like, why did she hunt down George Stobart, though? That's what I want to know. Is it because, like, she knows he killed a dragon? Like, he actually did kill a dragon?
No point in going back upstairs yet.
Just a heads up. If this is your first time joining us, George Stobart killed a dragon in the last game.
No point in going back upstairs yet.
I mean, it was an old crusty monk guy turned into a dragon, which seems like a bit of a downgrade from having lightning hands. He does. Hello there, sweet Istanbul creature.
There's a receptionist behind the counter. She looks pretty efficient.
Do you know anything about where we might find the old citadel?
I have no idea. Why don't you ask the waiter? He knows a lot about the city.
How are you?
I'm well, thank you. And busy with VIP check-in requirements.
What sites can you recommend?
How about the Blue Mosque? Most of our cheap deal guests seem to find it quite satisfying.
Yo, this lady is a bit of a see you next Tuesday.
Anything else of interest?
There is also our Mosaic Museum. Guests like you seem to enjoy it.
Tell me more about Istanbul.
Do have a look at our map to see which sites could interest you.
Tell me more about Istanbul.
Do have a look at our map to see which sites could interest you.
Okay, one more time.
Tell me more about Istanbul.
Do have a look at our map to see which sites could interest you.
I feel sad. I missed out on some like great chat.
A map of some of the tourist attractions.
The reception computer system. Pasha Palace has probably got a free wireless zone. Posh place.
Back before it was a norm. I love that.
The reception computer system. The reception computer system.
Yeah, Maria. Talk to her.
I've got no reason to try that.
Maria. I'm gonna wait for this lady to come over here and then we'll talk to her.
That won't work here.
Okay, there's nothing to do with the receptionist then. What, an actual working mirror?
Ah, my friend. And how is my favorite guest this afternoon?
Any salami on the menu?
So, are you happy in your work then?
I have been a waiter all my life, sir. A joyous life, dedicated to the art of fulfilling the desires of each and every guest that travels to our great city. The exotic crucible where East meets West.
Mmm.
Do you know anything about an old citadel here in Istanbul?
Oh, the great citadel. Legend tells that it is buried deep under Topkapi Palace.
Topkapi?
Topkapi is one of our most beautiful sights. Alas, it is not open to the public this week. There is a political conference going on and the place is crawling with guards. Why not instead visit the famous hookah smokers by Galatasaray? Or the San Sofia, the Blue Mosque, the Turkish baths. Very sexy, my friend. Eh?
I love you, Vimlum. You're a cool guy. Honoria, your 2000s here is getting to me.
I'm so glad you decided to help me, George.
Saying that though, I
can't
desperately need a
believe we're
haircut.
really here. Can you?
Yeah, it's kind of like a dream.
Not a nightmare?
Oh no, not a nightmare.
George, she is playing you like a fiddle, bro. Stop thinking with this and start thinking with this.
I used to be a patent lawyer, you know. Worked in my dad's
Oh,
old
it's
firm.
changed.
A lawyer? I'd never have
So he
guessed.
stopped doing patents, eh?
Well, I take that as a compliment.
George, would it be the dad who died so that George, and that forced Nico to leave you? Is that the dad who died? Yes, I think that's it.
So, this is Topkapi Palace, the jewel of the Ottoman Empire.
Isn't the Ottoman Empire gone now? Like, for almost 100... Didn't it end during Dub 1? I swear that's when they killed the last king of Turkey.
Nah, I'd better stay. Better stay.
Yeah, I'm pretty certain that is exactly what happened. The Ottoman Empire fell in World War One.
Sorry, no tourists allowed in this week. Wait, you press?
Yes. I'm a journalist.
What paper?
New York Times.
They already signed in.
I meant the Idaho Chronicle.
They cancelled. Are you guessing?
Of course not.
Maybe you're not really a journalist. Maybe you are a terrorist.
No. You see, I'm freelance, so I often forget who I'm with.
Oh, yes?
Because I work for so many papers.
All the paper guys signed in.
And TV. I work for TV. A lot.
All the TV guys signed in.
And radio, of course.
Radio all signed in.
Oh, heck.
Apart from...
Yes?
Eamon O'Mara.
You're kidding. But that's amazing.
Why?
Well, because of all the journalists in all the world.
Yes?
You picked the one
A Casablanca reference?
that is me. Me.
Eamon O'Mara from Buddy 3.
You're Eamon O'Mara? Oh, we've been expecting you, Mr. O'Mara. Are you enjoying your stay at the Pasha Palace? I'm afraid I have to ask for your ID anyway, Mr. O'Mara.
Oh, heck. I'm sorry. I left it at the hotel.
No ID, no entry. No exceptions.
This is kind of fun, don't you think?
Most fun I've had in years. Really?
This is kind of fun, don't you think?
Most fun I've had in years. Really?
I know exactly what I'm going to do. I know exactly what we're going to do.
That's not the right approach.
Okay. You've really cut me down there, George.
That's not quite right.
Okay, we need to head back to the Pasha Palace Hotel.
Back at the Pasha Palace Hotel.
Yeah, for sure, eh? I feel like we're going to get through this one pretty quickly.
Topkapi?
Topkapi is one of our most beautiful sites. Alas, it is not open to the public this week. There is a political conference going on, and the place is crawling with guards. Why not instead visit the famous
Well, how come I can't skip you?
Or the San Sofia, the Blue Mosque, the Turkish baths. Very sexy, my friend. Eh?
No point in going back upstairs yet.
Why is there no point going back upstairs yet?
Please, leave that. It is not for you.
Lady, can you go the fuck over there, please? So I can go and look at this? Thank you.
Please, leave that. It is not for you.
How in the shit can you see? Okay.
That's not such a good idea.
It's a great idea, George. I see. Okay. On this?
It's a picture of the receptionist holding a golf trophy.
Are there any good golf courses in Istanbul?
Oh, you're interested in golf? It's one of my two passions.
What's the other?
Celebrities.
Ah, to be back on the green.
You know, it's really hard to find clubs that fit the female frame.
Oh, really? I'm sure in your case that's not a problem.
I'm sorry, what do you mean?
Well, your frame is, it would look good on a golf club?
My frame on a golf club?
Istanbul. What a city. What a city. Ah, to be back on the green.
You know, it's really hard to find clubs that fit the female
Why
frame.
am I able to have the same conversations
Oh, really?
over and over
I'm sure
again?
in your case that's not a problem.
I'm sorry, what do you mean?
Well, your frame is, it would look good on a golf club?
My frame on a golf club?
Istanbul. What a city. What a city. So, I hear Eamon O'Mara's
They just took
staying
Eamon
here.
O'Mara's face from 3. They didn't even like touch
At
it
this
up.
very hotel. It is so exciting to have a real celebrity here.
Celebrity, huh?
World famous.
That a fact?
Up your alley?
Very good. After my little adventure in Glastonbury, Eamon wrote a bestseller about it. The end of the world, my part in how it nearly happened, but didn't. On the back of that, he's become a celebrity journalist.
He still hasn't come down from his room today. I expect he is up there preparing for one of his brilliant interviews.
Nursing a hangover, more like.
Sorry?
I said he's so good behind a mic.
I get off duty soon, and then I shall personally take him the letter that just arrived from Topkapi. I had to sign for it, you know. Must be very important.
Tell me more about Eamon.
Imagine having Eamon of Mara here in the hotel.
Yes, imagine. What can you tell me about Topkapi?
Oh, it's very beautiful. But the presidential conference is being held there this week. Only invited diplomats and press will be allowed in. Why not visit somewhere else? There's a map on the wall there, where you can see all the main attractions.
The letter for Eamon.
Bro, why are you walking the fuck away from me?
The letter from the palace might be important. I'm going to distract the receptionist. Can you grab the letter while she's not looking?
You bet. Isn't this fun?
Shh. It is, isn't it?
Bro, I don't know if you know this, but there are actual people who will kill you. Like giggling. Come over here. I've got to wait till she comes over here, and then we're going to do it.
Do you play often?
Not as often as I'd like. What's your handicap?
My ears, I guess.
Oh?
Can I show you my putt?
Surprise me.
Whoa.
That was actually quite impressive.
Thank you. It's all in the grip, of course.
So, how famous are you?
Oh, very famous.
I am not convinced.
She sure is.
Did you get it?
You bet. It's an ID card for the palace press conference.
You are a star.
Okay, but now we need to make it look like us, George.
I've got no reason to try that.
Yes, you do, because you don't look like Irish superstar Eamon Amara.
Looks like we missed breakfast.
Whose fault is that, George?
The waiter hasn't cleared that table yet. Got it. Nice souvenir.
Okay.
I got the photo out of the ID, which is now ruined. That won't work here. That's not such a good idea. No way am I doing that.
Oh, I've got to stop streaming. Sorry, guys. I didn't realize what time it was. Alright, guys, we're making pretty good progress. So tomorrow's nothing. We don't do Friday streams anymore because I would rather be hanging out with my family. Yeah, we did make quite a bit of progress tonight. Then on Saturday will be beef with Stardew Valley, and then on Sunday will be me with Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. On Sunday day though, there might be another Beef and I episode. It depends on whether or not we can get the Beef and I that we did last fortnight edited on time. So it'll be a whole thing. I really don't want to finish Final Fantasy VII Rebirth because A, I'm not enjoying it, and B, I want to play Final Fantasy 16 because the new expansion pack just dropped. Don't worry, it's obviously before the ending of 16. It'd be a bit hard to make an expansion pack after the end of 16. Yeah. So the next episode of Broken Sword will be next Thursday. All right, guys. Tuesday will be beef, and Wednesday will be all of us playing Helldivers. So yeah, next Thursday will be Broken Sword. All right. Sweet. Peace, guys. Have yourselves a good one.